Hey there guys, welcome back to LS Plays FM and welcome now to what is essentially going to be either a part 3 or I guess a bonus episode for the 250 years into the future experiment. Now of course I mentioned previously in the other videos for the experiment and also for my previous experiment I did regarding the English TV finances and the TV deal that I'll be looking into releasing the databases. So I have done that now. This video is going to be essentially all about that. Before we get into actually the database though, I just want to say firstly a massive thank you to everyone who has either subscribed or liked or watched or commented on the videos over the past few weeks regarding the experiment and regarding the regular Stones Rolling Up series. It's been fantastic to see all of the extra people kind of coming along, giving it a view and kind of being interested in the content really. It's been fantastic, and as I say, I just want to say a massive thank you to everyone. I have also only on Tuesday just released another brand new experiment here on the channel regarding a Gareth Bale back at Spurs simulation in FM20, of course, with the new news only at the end of last week where Bale rejoined Spurs on loan initially. I've put that into FM and we're going to have a look and see kind of how, if he was to stay at Spurs on loan and maybe even join on a permanent deal, how he would get on. So if you're interested in that, there'll be a link right above me here on the left, and there'll be probably a link at the end of the video if you want to take a look at that video as well. But as I say, the main purpose of this video is to release the databases to you. So if you do enjoy this video, then do make sure to leave a like on it. And if you're looking forward to seeing any of my other content, do remember to subscribe to the channel as well, guys, to keep up to date with everything here on LS Plays FM. But let's get into the database and I'll run through with you just how you can, number one, find the actual links and then how you can download them and then apply them to your Football Manager database. So guys, here we are. We're now at the actual video where I'm going to be linking the database. So essentially you will find the link down in the description. It's for a Dropbox link and there's going to be 2 links in there. Now essentially I'll run through with you how you can obviously download them and then where you would put the files essentially. But before we go into that, just one quick thing I will ask, that please feel free to obviously download and use the files as however as you wish. Not a problem whatsoever. I hope you really enjoy them and that they're a good bit of fun for you in Football Manager, especially towards the end of FM20 as well. But if anyone does want to use them for either a video or anything online in terms of anything you're going to publish online, please just let me know beforehand, either by just sending me a message over on YouTube or putting a comment in the video or over on Twitter, anything like that, just so I know in advance. It'd be really appreciated. And obviously it just really helps. I'll put a little bit down in the description as well if you do want to go ahead and use them just for a little bit of information essentially. But in terms of the actual files for the databases and the save files, all you need to do is you need to scroll down, click on the show more option in the description, and you'll find a Dropbox link down here where my mouse is. So you can either click on it directly or you can highlight it and then you can right click and do the copy link address. Then just load up into a browser. In order to actually show you how it works, I'm going to load up into a different browser than Chrome because that's what I'm logged into. So say I go into Microsoft Edge, for example, and then just paste in the link. It will initially be a YouTube link, but if you then just click on the go-to site, it will then take you to Dropbox. You'll see 2 different options available to you. There's the LS Plays FM England TV deal database file essentially, and then there's the LS Plays FM Experiment 250 years later save file. Now there are 2 different types of files. You can either download them separately or you can download both together. In this case I'm going to download one at a time. So I'm going to do first of all the LS Plays FM England TV deal. So essentially just click on it, then click on download, do direct download. It will then start doing the download for you. It will obviously show it down the bottom left. And then once it's got it, just click on the 3 dots or just right click it, whichever is easier for you. And then I'm then going to click on the show in folder button. So it'll take you to your downloads folder. Mine's on the other screen, so I'll just bring the file over so you can see. So let me just bring it over. So here it is here in my downloads. It's the only one from today. So if I copy that, I'm then going to go into my Sports Interactive folder, which I've already got open in my documents. So if you don't know how to get to it, it's literally just click on Documents and then go to Sports Interactive, then go to Football Manager 2020. And then because the English TV deal file is an editor data file, I want to put that in the editor data folder. So just double click on here. You can see I've got lots and lots of different editor data which I've used in the past and so on, various different leagues, etc. So ignore all of those. All you need to do is just right click and then click on paste. So if I click that, it then puts it into here. You can see it's put it in here and then you know it's in there ready for you to use. So I'll show you in a moment how you can actually utilize that in Football Manager. Of course, we also want to now download the save file for the 250 years into the future experiment. So I'm just going to go back to the regular sports interactive folder, and then I want to go back to my browser, which was Microsoft Edge. If I just click on back inside of Dropbox, it will take me back to viewing both of the files. I'll just click on the other one and then just download this one here. It's a bit of a bigger file, this one, because of the fact it's actually a save file. It's 800 meg, so if you've got a bit of slow internet, it might take you a little bit of time. I hope it shouldn't take me too long. So if I do direct download, I'll just let it go and I'll cut back in a moment once it's finished downloading. So here we are now, it's just finished downloading. So all we need to do with the other file this time around, again, click on the three dots or right click it, whichever's easier for you. Do the show in folder button. I can then see it's brought it up here for me. It's the one it's highlighted. So I can just right click that, copy it, go back to my sports interactive folder, click on FM20 and then this time around, rather than going into your editor data, you this time want to go into the games folder, because this time around it's obviously a save game for the 250 years into the future experiment. The other one was a database, so it's a slightly different area. You can see here I've got an awful lot of save games across Football Manager for this year. You can see I've got all my experiments, save files and so on in here as well. Now I want to obviously paste this into here, so all you need to do is right click and then click on paste. And then once you've clicked on it, what it will do is it'll then just paste it into the folder. It's pasted at the top for me, but once it's in there, you then know it's worked. So essentially both the files are now in our Football Manager documents area, so we can now go into FM and load them up. So that's what we're going to do now. So then we're now here in Football Manager 2020, and I'll just show you how you can use the two files you've now put into your documents files essentially. So the first one I'll show you is how to actually access the 250 years into the future experiment, because that one is arguably the simplest of the two. So you just need to go into your load game option here on the right, and then you'll literally just need to scroll down to wherever it will be saved. It should hopefully be at the very top because you'd have just pasted it into your file, so it should be the most recent file available to you. But simply all you need to do is just click on it, and then once you're happy with it, just click on load and it will load in like a normal save file. So any save file you've ever used in the past, it will literally load exactly like that. That simple, really, really easy, and then you can just get playing it and get looking around the database and doing whatever you want with it basically. So you can get going in 2269 in FM20. Now though, for the actual database for the English TV deal, it's a little bit more of a different procedure for getting that to work. You have to create a new game and then apply the database to it. So I'm going to do a career option here on the right. It will then just take a small amount of time while it loads. So you'll then need to just tell it you want to use the 20.4.0 update or whichever database you want to use. And you need to scroll down until you find all of your database you want to apply. So I've got like the license fixes. You might not have those. So you can ignore these files on here. You just need to then scroll down and then eventually you'll find the LS Plays FM England TV deal plus Berry 2019-2020 season. For me, it's automatically selected because it's the most recent one I've pasted in there. It may well be for you. If it isn't, just simply tick it and then click on confirm. And then when you're ready, you can then do your advanced setup and then select whichever leagues you want to load into the database. So the main changes have obviously have all occurred in England. So obviously you need to make sure you have England selected, but then you can put whatever else into the save that you would like. But essentially that's all you need to do. You then just would go ahead, start the game as you would do normally with all the leagues you want, and then you will then have the new TV deal being applied across English football. So then guys, that just about wraps up this tutorial episode, I suppose, the bonus episode of the 250 years into the future experiment that I've done here today. Hopefully everything I have covered with you has made sense. If you do have any questions though on anything I've run through, whether it be anything to do with downloading the files, accessing them, where to put them, anything like that, just let me know down in the comment section and I should hopefully be able to help you with it. Also guys, as well, if you have any issues accessing Dropbox as well, let me know. You shouldn't need an account to be able to use it, so there shouldn't be any issues there. But again, just let me know down below and I will try and help however I possibly can with that too. But guys, hopefully you have enjoyed this episode. If you have, then please do chuck a like on it. And also, I really hope you've enjoyed both this experiment and the previous experiment regarding the Premier League TV deal. If you're looking forward as well, guys, to any of my other content, do make sure to subscribe to the channel to keep up to date with everything that gets released here on LS Plays FM. And don't forget as well, I will be showing just above me on here on the left, my most recent experiment, the what does FM think would happen with Bale being back at Spurs. So if you do want to have a look at that, then just click on the link next to me and it will take you straight to that video. But guys, thank you very, very much for watching everything on the channel at the moment. It's all just fantastic to see the amount of support all my content's been getting, and thank you very much for watching this today. I will see you again next time.